Hi everyone, welcome to Techies Road Academy. In this video, we are going to be talking about the CSS shadow effect. That is, with CSS, you can create shadow effects and you can as well over on it. So let's move to the next part. We have the CSS shadow. The CSS shadow property applies a shadow to text. In its simplest use, you can always specify the horizontal and the vertical shadow. That is, in addition, you can add a shadow color and blur effect. So in this aspect, we have H1 for horizontal one, we have H1 shadow effect. Let's try it out. So in this aspect, we already have H1 here. We'll just come to our style and we'll say H1. Inside H1, what do we want to do? We'll say text shadow to be 2px to 2px. So this is the first thing first, before we add a color to it, just for us to see. Now, can you see our text shadow? Now, let's add a color to it. We can probably give it red value. Ctrl S. Now, let's check it out. Now, can you see we've given it a color? So that is that for we added a color. Then it said you can add a blur effect. Let's give it 5 pixel. Let's add blur effect by giving it 5 pixel in this place. You say 5 pixel. That's for the blur effect. Now let's check it out. Can you see it became blur? Then after that, we can add a text shadow on white. That is H1. You give it a color white, then you give it a text shadow. Now let's come here. We'll come here, we'll give it color, which will be white. Then the text shadow will be given it will be 2px, 2px, 5px, red. Let's see how that works. In this one, yes, we have white, then 2px, 2px, 4px, red. Now let's see. Can you see what turned out with our shadow effect? Then that is that we have this neon too. Let's move to the next one, which says multiple text shadow. To add more than one shadow to the text, you can add a comma separated list of shadows. Then we have this part, we have the red, blue, neon, glow shadow. Let's remove this style. Let's remove this one and we'll say text shadow, which will be 0, 0, 3 pixel hash ff 000, comma 005 pixel hash ff 000. So now let's see what this will give us. 0. Now let's see what this will give us. So can you see it is giving us blue neon with the blue neon effect. So now that is that for that. Then after that, we're going to do a box shadow. That is, the CSS box shadow property is used to apply one or more shadow to an element. In the simplest use, you can only specify the horizontal and the vertical offset of the shadow. So in this, we have a specify horizontal and a vertical shadow. So we'll just create a div. Let's create a div in this aspect. Oh, we'll come here, we'll create a div, and we'll say this is a div element. So now let's come here. We'll come to this aspect, we'll remove this H1, and instead we'll style our div and we'll say width, we'll give it width of 300 pixel, we'll give it height of 100 pixel, and would as well give it padding of 15 pixel, and also we'll give it background color of coral. Let's give it coral. Then we'll give it box shadow, which will be 10 pixel, 10 pixel. Now let's check it out. So this is like a box shadow. Do you get that? Then as well, they said we can add a blur effect if we want it. So when we added 10 pixel, we can just give it 10 pixel light blue. Let's check it out. Let's give it light blue instead. Light blue instead. Now let's check it out. Can you see this has given us our light blue effect? So that is that. Then any other thing we want to do that instead the spread radius, you can give it 12 pixel. Let's try to give it 12 pixel. 12 pixel. Now, can you see it gave it a shadow? So that is that for box shadow. Then we have multiple boxes. This you can work around that. If you want to use an image, you can just use an image. Then you specify that. So that is all about box shadow and color and shadow effect. Thank you for watching this video. Please do well to follow us across all socials at Tech Academy. See you next time. Bye.